Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the most explosive, exciting extravaganza as we do get into Heroes of the Storm, HGC MSB. And it will be a All-Stars match here to give you for day number 1. It's going to be fantastic. To my left-hand side, we have Trixler, we have Tetcha, we have Jayhow, and we are going to be bringing you West versus East as they're going to go up against one another. Boys, West versus East. It's going to be difficult for the West.
Yeah, the best in the West versus the beast in the East. Did you just say it's going to be difficult for the West?
Absolutely.
You don't believe in the West over here?
Glarus must be sleeping during these games.
Have you been watching?
Things seem to have changed this week.
Yeah, have you been watching Europe lately? Like, it's been pretty dominant. The West is ready to show up and deliver.
That is true. They did do very well in the tournament. However, going into this, it feels like to me that the East lineup is pretty strong, Tetcha.
It's kind of dream team. It's so good. It's got God Dog on it from Taiwan there. They have such a scary team. They have Merry Day. Oh, I don't have word. When we announced that, we were all just almost speechless on the desk.
I enjoyed Trixler's initial response of me saying the Western team, which was Minute, Vanilla, Hamtaro, Glowering, and Jun. He's like, wow, that's really good. I was like, wait a minute. Because the East, of course, is Noblesse, Merry Day, God Dog, Xingxi, and NSJ. So quite the lineup that both these teams have, although in my slight opinion, maybe the East is quite the impressive lineup, Jayhow.
It's super impressive, but after this week, you know, all points. Okay, first off, we're celebrating the best players in the world individually that everybody voted for, but I think this is going to be a lot of fun. All-star matches in any sport always tend to have a little bit of fun to them, so I think this is one I'm looking forward to. Maybe, just maybe, we might finally get the Butcher.
Ooh.
Absolutely not.
You do
Is
have
Jayhow drafting one of the secret rules?
Absolutely not.
I just changed the rules.
All-Star
I
games
got
do
this.
have obstacles that you wouldn't expect in normal games. For starters, most of these players have never played together before.
Yeah.
For second, especially on the Eastern team, there is a pretty severe language barrier between a couple of them.
Yeah.
Even on the Western team, there is a small language barrier with some of the players speaking Portuguese and not much English. So that's a pretty big issue sometimes.
That's what pings are for.
All right.
Yes, they are.
Well, obviously these players haven't really been too familiar with one another in terms of playing together, so we allowed them to get a bit more familiar with unfamiliar teammates.
So we just found out who the All-Star teams were for the East and the West, and we thought it was pretty interesting. We came out, decided to play a game of ball, hang out, meet up with the Eastern boys, and get ready for what's going to happen on stage, you know? Honestly, I didn't expect the Eastern team to be so hospitable. Like, honestly, they brought a cake, and they came here with smiles on their face. Like, yeah, I'm pretty excited to play some ball, have a good time with these guys.
这个分别就太大了，因为我自己队伍当然沟通啊什么打的也久，然后什么时候该干嘛大家都清楚的，也能清楚的知道90%左右。但跟这个全新的不同的一支没有组合过在一起打过的队伍，就会比较偏向打 solo round 可以。
Playing in this team is not going to be very different, you know, go in unprepared, ANZ specialty. I'm from Australia, I'm pretty shit at the game, so...
我很期待在台上碰到西方的队伍。
Whoever's decision it was to put romantic music to that was like... Pièce de résistance, my friend. Pièce de résistance. So, overall there, Vanilla, Savage.
Yeah. I mean, that's ANZ altogether, right? They've always been like that. I think the best part of that video was the cake. Like, Jun going in, he got the finger in there, man. It was pretty good.
Obviously, so our maps are pre-decided, but our first pick is not. And do you know what that means? We're going to decide it with a good old-fashioned...
The original esport.
A good old-fashioned MSB, HGC, RPS. Ooh. That's... Mid-season Brawl, Heroes Global Championship, Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Dang.
Impressive, dude.
And to the left-hand side here for Rock, Paper, Scissors, we have Glaurung coming in from the west. And to the east, we have... I don't know why I'm doing that voice. It's a bit weird. I can't even see on my preview monitor.
Wow, look at their posture, Clarissa.
Yeah.
Look at them. They are
Is that
ready to go.
NSJ?
NSJ.
That's NSJ.
Yeah.
And to the east, we have NSJ. Here comes the first round.
Oh, it's a draw.
Oh, 1-0 to the east as Rock trumps scissors. Coming up next, that's a paper. Into a Rock.
It's 1-1.
Glaurung evening up the
Strong
series.
at this event.
Oh!
He brought out the paper.
NSJ with the perfect play there in the final
no one's
moment.
How did Glaurung disappear so fast?
He just left.
He was there and then he was
He's
gone.
a ninja.
No one has ever seen this in the history of rock, paper, scissors.
I mean,
A man virtually disappears after losing a game of rock, paper, scissors.
isn't that the thing? Like the paper consumes the rock and then it just
Yeah, it is.
He was role playing.
vanishes. All right, introducing our Western team, of course. We'll start things off with Mene, Mage Extraordinaire.
I think you mean main tank player.
Main tank player. All right, maybe there'll be some role swaps there. And then, of course, moving down the line, we have Vanilla from Nomia, main dolphin player.
What hero is a dolphin?
I get it. Yes, I get
I don't
the
know.
loop.
either.
It goes under and up again.
Claire
I
just
guess?
looked at me like, you didn't get that joke? Are you serious?
Next up, we have Hamtaro.
Master of going ham.
Wait, are we going to be
That's-
disappointed if he's not on the pig mount?
Yes, actually, that would be
Wow,
an
that's a good
important
point. That's
know,
why we brought
right?
you up here, Jay.
Yes. And then, of course,
Clearly,
we have Glaurung, main
Worst rock, paper, scissors
shouting.
player.
When he randomly starts yelling, like, does everybody just kind of like stop playing and look over at him like, dude, what are you doing?
Calm down, man. Chill out. It's just a game.
And then we have Jun, doesn't like playing Malfurion.
Professional cutie, by the way, as well. June there. Rounding out the roster. The West looking pretty darn solid.
Yeah,
Is that so?
Yeah, that is so.
I'm
think-
going to keep saying that every single time.
I think for the record, June has a goal set where he's going to do a broccoli cosplay at some point. That's an actual
wow.
fact.
Oh,
That's an
yeah,
actual
yeah.
fact.
Wow.
Is that an actual thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure to send your love June's way so we can see him in a broccoli costume. And to the right-hand side for the east, we have NSJ from Deadly Kittens. the
Current
most
rock,
adorable.
paper, scissors champion.
That's true. That's true. And then, of course, the terror of the East himself, Xing Si, High Lord Wolfman, the legendary Valor, and ultimate Genji.
High Lord Wolf.
He got the epic intro.
Bow before your
Did
high
you write
lord.
these this morning, by the way, or did you sleep on them? Like, where'd they come from?
What, this one?
Yeah, all these intros.
All of this is absolutely
No,
improvised.
what, he has,
God
what
dear,
you guys
God
don't
dog.
see is he has 5 boxes right behind the desk. He pulls out one word from each one of them and just puts them all
He's
together.
just mad lip styling it. He wrote them before.
I mean-
not knowing which players are coming up.
Boys, I have done this for 8 years, all right?
Look at this professional over here.
Yeah.
Well, you missed God Dog, Miss Professional. Can we get the intro there?
No, because
Oh,
you all
okay.
skipped over it. And then, of course, we have Sake, the ever lovable Korean. I want to pinch his cheeks. He's a cuddly man.
I bet they're soft.
And a delicious drink.
I bet they are. And then we have Noblesse, a fantastic previous StarCraft 2 player turned Heroes of the Storm exhibitionist.
Did you know that Noblesse?
I just like his face, like he's shaking his hair. Exhibitionist.
At least
Yeah, I'm
we're
fun,
not
boys.
talking about units of measure. But anyways, do you know that Noblesse stands for Mountain King, a.k.a. Murray?
I'm feeling there's starting to be a divide appearing at the table here.
I'm done with
Right
Jay.
down the center.
We're not friends anymore. It's done. Already, I can tell.
You know what, though? They did play the MSB HGC RPS, but we haven't actually been informed as to who's getting the first pick. And we're going to be on Tomb of the Spider Queen for our first map.
Wow.
Asmodan Special. And Butcher.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Now, because this is an All-Stars match, there is the potential for a little bit of wackiness, especially since we've thrown a random assortment of players technically into this. And, I mean, technically there are certain roles being met here by some of
Yeah.
them. So,
Except Dig does not have, I believe, a main tank player in their... sorry, not Dig. Western doesn't have a main tank player in their actual roster.
Do you know,
maybe.
during boot camp, Dignitas, I was watching Mene's stream,
Yes.
and it was a Butcher stream.
it was a Butcher stream.
It was a Butcher stream.
He's been on this train for weeks.
How many viewers did it have? Like 20 or?
It was just me, but that's okay.
It was just you. I figured. All right, well, we are waiting a moment here whilst we do get into the draft. Anything that you're expecting from these guys? Bear in mind, actually, Wait,
Wow.
Focus ban, focus ban.
Hey, we're going in.
Immediately. So Chromie banned out from Maina, Valor banned out from Ziggsy. No chill from these teams.
The thing is, I think some of these guys are probably going to be going try hard.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think this is like all fun in games. I think there's like a little bit of fun and some seriousness all mixed in together.
There are
games
no
are-
special rules with this one as well. So this
No
is the
special
most
rules.
serious that
Yeah.
they are going to get.
First pick Uther.
there is the potential that these drafts are quite serious compared to tomorrow, compared to the last day as well. Aside from the Chromie ban, which is just people wanting to annoy Mene as much as possible. So that's fine. The thing I'm curious about is who's actually drafting.
Yeah, I'd like
for-
to see that.
For West, I can assume Glarung, maybe.
Sure.
And then for the East, Sake, maybe? What do you think?
Can see it. Can see it.
Yeah? All right, guys, what do you think of these picks?
I don't even know who's on
boring.
what side.
On a scale of 1 to Uther, how meta are these picks right now?
A little too meta, you know.
If the next pick is a Nubarak Dahaka, then it's
We're out. We're
What are
leaving.
you on about? There's Genji not picked up yet.
oh, a Nubarak Genji. Sorry.
Wow, they're taking their time thinking about
They
this,
are.
man.
If
I
I'm
mean,
there,
once again,
I'm just snap
communication
locking.
issues are a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Like, I'm that guy on your team that, like, all right, what do we want to play? And we're talking about all these strategies, and I just snap lock random auto select, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're playing this.
Hold on.
Oh,
Nubarak.
Genji.
Okay, get ready for the Anubarak.
Stitches.
Oh.
Meta-defying picks here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I suppose when the majority of Asian regions now just play Stitches because they just want a tank or slamming. I guess when you put them all together, they're like, actually, yeah, above an Uberak. Let's go.
If we're analyzing that side of it, on the left side, going into Nubarak against an Uther, not as appealing. Why so serious?
Any thoughts, boys? Come on. Come on.
More random bands here.
I'm a little bit disappointed we haven't seen the priority towards building an Asmodean comp.
Yeah. Asmodee and Johanna should have been first and second pick. I mean, if you and I were on team for the West, and we should have
You
been
would
voted
be our
for
Johanna player.
Oh, wait, what? I want to be the Asmo player, dude. Dude, I know how to dunk
always play Asmodean.
on 6-foot rims.
You know, if we're talking about who would be more likely to dunk in this scenario, Trixler, please.
Jay, I've seen your Li Ming. I mean, I'm not trying to like throw any shade.
See my what?
Your Li Ming. And
My Li Ming?
Yeah.
I
was
said
it like 15K
Asmodean.
damage?
We're
in
talking
30
about
minutes?
dunking.
I'm
I
just
think
saying.
you're talking about
You're
aim.
standing on a box just so you don't look short.
They put me up here.
Don't antagonize the 7'2" giant. All
Yeah,
right?
you have a point. You have a point.
All right, Medi's gonna be.
Poor Glarung.
This is so try hard.
Glarung's like, wait a
Do the
minute.
target bans.
Anubarak and.
And
Come on, boys.
second tank, extra damage dealer, anything like that.
Supposed to predict. Come on, guys.
Kel'Thas if it's Mene over there.
Oh, he would want a mage, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I hit one
would.
right away.
Could
Easily.
Jaina maybe? Haven't seen a Jaina for a while.
Actually, he really loves playing Jaina. Just like straight up
exactly.
loves playing Jaina.
Yeah, she's
Decent,
just a hard
it's
time.
decent burst follow up.
Yeah. Although I don't know if that ranks above Kael'thas actually, because I think it was at the Western Clash. He was just like, "Give me Kael'thas." I can't do a French accent. But yeah,
Is that an American more
Tassadar.
than anything?
This
it was
is
really bad. I know.
so try hard.
All right, well, Tassadar, Nubarak, Malfurion, and Greymane for the Team West as they look on a Team East, who's looking pretty durable right now.
I don't know if there's. I assume there's no prize. I assume this is just an exhibition.
You're
But
actually
considering-
paying out of pocket $100. to
Me?
the player. Yeah.
Oh.
that caster money. You
Ah,
gotta
that's
pay him.
fine. It's
That was a deal.
It's barely 100th of what I make. For this tournament. That's all right. All those dollars.
No one saw that mime as well, so that was just
No, they didn't.
random noises over the mic.
Imagine swishing money out like a gangster rapper, and that's exactly what I
I
was
think
doing.
that guy has a pretty super shirt on.
Good
Did you
job,
say-
J-Hal.
What? What?
He's just killing it.
Trixler just
Good job
passed me a
today.
note and said, please say this on stream.
I don't think he
Oh,
did.
stolen.
Oh,
Okay, there's a
Denied.
kill.
that actually is a very good deny.
And a brawl.
Oh, okay.
We
So
have technically seen it.
Now
in
we
the
know who's
tournament matches
drafting.
today.
Zingsy.
I wish they
yeah.
would put
Yeah.
him on
He
live
is.
server so we'd get Nuthrall.
So I'm guessing we get some variety here for the West and the left side. Do you think Tracer
Jaina.
might be the finish?
Tracer?
Yeah.
For Mene, unless he switches onto something else.
Stop trolling me? Professional caster Trixler. Right here on the far left.
Greymane, maybe?
Here's my
I
card.
said-
Our
I-
closest mage is Tassadar.
Yeah.
Mene on Tassadar. That's so sad, though, if that's the thing.
I have no words.
It's okay.
No.
I got enough. I mentioned.
I just see Mene
here.
splitting off. Like, look, I'm used to standing back here and Glaurung's like way up here trying to flank somebody. It's like, shield me. He's like, talk slower. That's what he told me. I was having a conversation. He's like, talk slower.
Yep. All right, well, looking at those drafts going into game number 1, a little bit of spice in there. What do we think? Who's going to win?
Some flair. I think I look over to the Thrall composition right away. Everyone loves a good Thrall, and Tracer's super easy to lock down with Wolves, so I really go with the east side here, even though I think the west is better overall mechanically.
That's because you're in California. But I like the fact that we've got a potential Stitches Hook,
Yes.
Uther Hammer,
Yes.
Kael'thas Gravity Lapse, Thrall Wolf, and I
Will
don't
they
even
have the
know who other
coordination,
person
though?
was.
This team,
Who was the
bringing
other
together
hero?
all these expert
Genji.
players, they have managed to take the standard Dignitas draft and take it to the next level. This is something that they would not be able to figure out on their separate teams. They're pooling their intellects.
All right, so predictions. We don't have an actual thing, but predictions anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like the east team, but I'm
Yeah.
going with my true blood here. You know, land of burritos and good Mexican food.
Yeah.
The west
The
is
West.
going to win here.
Okay, prediction and a reason.
I am going to go with the East because I like dogs and they have the god of them.
Okay. Jay Howe, reason and prediction. This is what I have to deal with.
West,
You love it.
because I'm now confused because I'm not sure where you're going to that because it could be two things. I don't know. West.
Because
Because I don't want to be like.
this is almost as close to
I'm
our
so
rehearsals as we
confused.
could ever get in a proper broadcast. No reason?
No. Because of burritos and butcher or something.
What about you, Caleris? What do you want?
What do you feel?
The East has shown a rather intriguing draft
Oh my
here
God.
going in. All right, we're ready to go. It's going to be our casters. Let's head over to those for our first game in this East versus West show match.
Yeah, well, we are ready, and we had a bit of tryharding in the draft, a lot more than I expected, Groby. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we see like the Dignitas draft on the right side by the east, something that recently happened, something reminiscent. And then on the left, we have a pretty damn try-hard draft as well with Tassadar Tracer. They're taking it seriously, at least, even if the panel isn't.
Yeah, that's definitely the case here. But, well, we are starting our game up. And, well, at this point, to the left side, we have our West team with Glaurung actually running the Tracer here, June on Greymane, Vanilla on Malfurion, and Mene is playing in Uberak here as Hamtaro jumps on the Tassadar.
Oh yeah, Mene on the Nubarak. Quite the mage. He has two very impactful spells. A stun, shoot the field just like Kael'thas. On the right side here in the red, it's going to be Team East. And it's going to be Singsi on Kael'thas, God Dog on Uther, NSJ on Genji, Noblesse on Thrall, and Sake on Stitches.
I'm not 100% certain what I expected when we went into the show match, but I actually didn't expect them to go full tryhard on the draft here. So it's going to be interesting which team takes it here, especially since I can't really remember when I saw Mene the last time on a tank.
Yeah, I've seen Mene pick in Hero League even when roles are needed, and he takes what he needs to practice, let's say. And let's just say it was never a Nubarak.
Yeah, Vanilla down. First blood goes to the East, and they are going ham. But we actually discussed something else a bit earlier. As we have English-speaking Team West, it seems that for Team East, communication is a little bit more problematic.
Yeah, Team East is most likely going to be conversing with Minimap Pinks, the global Heroes of the Storm language, the grand equalizer. Truly, it's going to be kind of a quick match setup here, where people can't really communicate or don't really want to, at least in the quick match case, but they happen to be really, really skilled, so that helps.
Yeah, so communication is definitely going to be a thing, a bit of an advantage for Team West, but if that is going to be enough to bridge that skill gap, that's different because Team East is stacked.
Sake looking for the hook, he gets the second hook, 2 out of 3 so far, it's gonna lead to a kill.
Tassadar goes down as the second kill in the game here. Glaurung is still wildly zipping around, seeing if you can maybe get a counter kill, but so far that was not the case. But we have at least already a few gems turned in here on Tomb of Spider Queen, our first map.
Yeah, Team East turning those gems in fast, trying to get them going, just in case something untoward happens to any of their members. There is always that Mene engagement thread, opening up the fight. Kind of a new experience for him as a warrior, as he's normally on the mage.
I definitely want to see how he opens up the fights later on after we have level 10. I can just imagine him jumping in and immediately dying. but so far he's actually holding his own.
Yeah. Sake looking for the next hook. Glorung definitely on a comfort character. Next hook, Gravity Lapse is ready. Sing C gets the follow-up. Vanilla gets blown up.
It's actually so mean. He's with a hook after hook and then immediately follow up with the stun on Uther, getting the Gravity Lapse in on the Kalthas. And they are just netting kills at this point. The third one already, and that also gives them a solid advantage in experience heading into the earlier level 4 talent. And yeah, they're currently dominating basically both of the turning points.
Brawl goes down now. A bit of a T-Tours there as he gets caught off camera. But that's another kill for Team East and more gems being taken as well. We now have 39 gems for Team East against just 33 here. 49 actually against just 33.
Well, let's be honest here for a second. Sake is really looking at his stitches like he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. He's like, oh yeah, maybe we can play this one more. Maybe we are more deep in our draft than we previously anticipated. Might see that coming out of MVP Black.
And he's trying another one. This time it's only the creep that he has hit. But yeah, that Stitches is having quite the time here. 10 gems turned in thus far. We have nearly enough for a turn in on the side of the East, but so far they are just focusing on additional kills.
Calder, hold that thought as we see the first blow-up attempt here on Stitches. He gets away.
Sake nearly falling and just turns around for a hook kill against Greymane. That must feel a bit bad, but yeah, Sake just absolutely on fire. He's rivaling JPL at this point with his hook code.
Yeah, Calder, you were just mentioning, how are they doing the draft? They cannot speak the same language properly. Are they just calling out hero names, you were saying? And maybe Sake, maybe he was still rocking back and forth on his chair after the reeling blow Dignitas just delivered and was like, Stitches, Stitches. Oh, you want Stitches? Okay.
The nightmare from the previous matches. But yeah, at this point, he is once again under attack. He has 25 gems by now. He has a lot.
Wow.
And again, the hook against Malfurion. This time, the follow-up isn't there, though.
Yeah, follow-up not ready, but solid lead here for Team East. They have enough gems if they can just turn in. But Glorung is zipping around like a wasp. Equally annoying and constantly stopping all the turn-ins. Yeah, that is basically the key here for West.
Yeah, so far he's a little bit ineffective with it, though. They just can't get that kill. After level 10, when we have Greymane coming online and maybe an initiation by Mena on the Anuburak, they might be able to get that. But so far, it's just the entire time Team East trying to hide and get that hook in, and Team West attempting to not die.
So where do you think is the power spike here, Calder, for Team West?
It has to be level 10. Once that they have Cocoon and can really engage, have Greymane jumping in together with him. Maybe they can get in a kill a bit earlier. Glorung is at least trying, but he needs that Hazardous shield desperately at this point.
Yeah. Tassadar gives him a chain bomb instead. How about that?
I mean, to be fair, he turned around and saved him after that.
Oh, yeah, sure. Tassadar made up for his mistakes. Glorung now going in on Novelas.
Yeah, there we go. That's another kill. Thrall is down. The West all of a sudden picking up some momentum, but Red Web Weavers already on the way. Team East with the first objective of the game.
They're going to be able to leverage that to increase their lead and go all the way to level 10. This is going to be a very big moment here. Of course, one member is down, but the Web Weavers, they still take some time to descend. And this is the power time for Team East. They continue to use hooks and Gravity Lapse to get more kills, and they can try to snowball this victory out of control.
It's definitely what they're going to try and do here. They are already a level ahead. If they take a few of the structures out, they should get a massive lead here. But once again, Mena, he's going deep, trying to get the kill, and he does. Kel'Thas is down, and Mena still attempting to retreat here. Attempted to hunt down by Genji, but he's not going to confirm that one.
And Darrow gets taken out, though. No more dimensional shift. Team East finds a surrogate victim in the absence of Mene. And Mene, he knows how to take down mages. He took down that Kel'Thas.
And just think for a second about how he must feel, because usually he's exactly in the other role. He's the Kel'Thas that just said, please don't dive me, please don't dive me.
You think he just had a shiver as he took down Kel'Thas? I'm sorry!
I don't think that Mene is ever sorry killing anyone here on the Storm. But I think he's probably enjoying that quite a lot, exploiting the weaknesses of the characters that he usually plays.
I gotta tell you, Calder, I've played some show matches in my time, I've seen a lot, and rarely ever have I seen it taken this seriously. There's a lot of pride at stake here with kind of the quantum shift that we have seen with Europe and West in that finals just now of the winner bracket.
And you can tell the East is angry. They didn't have the best day here.
Yeah. Exactly. Basically, from the moment Vala got banned away from Sing C, East knew it was on. If they weren't already angry about what happened today, then certainly that would have been the nail in the coffin. And from that moment onwards, it was Mene, Chromie, counter ban, and so on and so on.
Look at the pings on Stitches. He misses the hook, gets pinged by his teammates immediately. I bet he just got reported too.
Yeah, I know what that means. Like, it happens in Hero League Quick Match when you want to mock someone for missing one of their skill shots. Nice job, Sake. I mean, to be fair, he had 80% hit rate, so at this point there's expectations.
The Sake is basically throwing out a hook whenever the thing is off cooldown. And so far, his hit rate was very good. But there we go again.
He's so hungry.
But, oh, Mene in a bit of trouble. Should be able to get out of there.
Cocoon.
We have 10 for them. There's the Cocoon. They're trying to go for it. They're jumping in, and that's the Tracer. They once again go for Genji, but they can't confirm that kill. But in the back, Stitches is isolated. They already got the kill against Kel'Thas. They turn around for Stitches. Can they get the second one?
No more Cursed Bullet. That was used already. Kel'Thas is down, and Team West has managed to defend this one.
Nice.
Uther gets taken out as well. Very nice.
Cool kill here. The hook comes in once again as Thrall is joining the fun, but he gets stunned. Mene with a knock-up, and that is another kill confirmed. Team West is bringing the pain.
Give Noblesse a Stormbolt and he'll hit it 10 out of 10 times, but that Sundering didn't hit anything. Not that easy to hit, huh? Maybe he needs World Breaker.
Yeah, probably. But we still have to say that at this point, Team East is still controlling the objective.
Yeah.
They have taken down every single fort on the side of the blue team, but the West is actually kind of keeping up in experience if you consider how much momentum the East has built up and how many structures they already took down.
Yeah, the West is good at using a Nubrak, man, whether it's one warrior or a particular mage.
Well, they're trying to go for Kel'Thas now too, but at this point, Genji with the Dragon Blade, jumping in, trying to get a kill. Cocoon is out, and Jingzi very low. Mene attempting to escape. He has a lot of gems, shouldn't die here. June, on the other hand, he's in a bit of trouble. Stitches with a Putrid Bile. Dragon Blade. Genji is once again going in. June dies. That's Greymane gone, and it looks like Tacita is also going to fall.
Very nice set of kills there. Nearly the turnaround. Glorung attempted it on NSJ, but his health pool was just a little bit too high. Team East, they have 2 gems. Do I read that correctly? 5 gems, yes. They cannot pay again at this moment. So Team West, they need to sit here, get level 13, and then try to turn it around. But East, they're not going to give them this time.
Yeah, and you know what? You're absolutely right with what you said earlier. I feel Noblesse has to work on his throttle a little bit. That was the second Thundering that basically didn't do anything.
It's a really hard heroic to hit. It's only half a screen big.
Once again, we have that hook not connecting here, but the West still doesn't have the 13 talents, so a slight lead in talents for the East as we see a fight emerging once again. Silence already being used, and it's a kill against Stitches. It's a 5 versus 4. Archon on the side of Hamtaro. They're starting to move in as Glorung zips away. Always a nuisance on the Tacita here.
Goddog trying to get away. Mene going for the intercept, hitting the Burrow Charge, missing the Impale. Goddog is getting away on Uther. Can they make the gap closer? No, Goddog gets away.
Once again, they're trying to go for Thrall here, though. Mene with a charge, just get knocked up. There is no follow-up, already way too far out. 13 dropping any second, but what's more important, it looks like the West is finally going to get an objective.
Yeah, they saved up their gems. They managed to keep the crucial people alive. NSJ, no more deflect. Glorung with the kill.
I have to admit something. When I saw the lineup, I really thought the West would get spanked completely.
Same.
Mene was saying the same thing. He was saying, did you look at our lineup? I think this is going to be rough. But now they are actually fighting back. Granted, they're still behind, don't get me wrong. But this is a lot closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those 10-minute games. Especially, you know, with the roles that everyone has. But you can see how hungry these warriors are. Mene, after being abused time and time again by enemy warriors, he is diving in there, not even saying, if you please. And the same thing with Sake. They've been doing a lot of successful engages. On level 14, for both teams, it's equalizing, and it's 9 takedowns apiece.
Yeah, exactly, and especially with the double support, Glorung is really capitalizing on that. But now we have the West pushing through that bot lane, a bit of a flank happening though as Sake sets up on the Stitches. Genji is waiting with him, they're moving in from behind. Let's see if that works out. because Kel'Thas is still at the top lane.
What is this Butchered Bile playing, Calder?
I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Again, the Sunderer hitting nothing but dead air. That's the end of Thrall. This is not looking pretty. But Tracer is down, and that's a huge chunk of the damage.
It worked! The Butchered Bile flank, it worked! It's now a thing, starting today. Butchered Bile flank is a thing.
No, please.
They started this fight with Thrall dead.
Mane is actually still escaping, as we have a replay of that fight where Genji popped off with the Dragon Blade and the Beetle escapes. Oh, no, well, it looked for a second.
I thought he burrow charged away, but I misjudged the place. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of gems. How many gems does West have? 0.
That's nothing. They just all died. It's a clean team wipe. But Mane looked good for a moment. He actually even dodged the gravity lapse on the side of Kel'Thas. So there was a lot of lockdown, but he expected it because he is playing Kel'Thas. He knew exactly what was coming his way. Stutter step to the side, dodges it, burrows out, but then there are still too many heroes that can chase him down.
So at this point, East turned it around in a big way. West was making a beeline straight for the keep of Team East, but you know, they got surprised by Sake. Special tactics, stitches from behind, reeled in, hook and sinker, and now Team West is going for the boss. In kind of a bold move. You're not really supposed to do this. 5 members of the enemy team are alive.
Yeah.
You're Talon down. Oppo is Tassadar. Oh, no. They have the Tassadar. Okay, yeah. But still, all the other things are true.
There's Mane. They're trying to go for the kill, and they get it. They get the boss. They get a kill against Stitches.
Now, they used everything. Curse's Bullet, Twilight Dream, Quantum Spike.
That shouldn't have happened.
No. Sake? Well, I know Warriors are more tanky than Li Ming, but still, come on.
Well, they are starting to push to the top lane, so they have the level 16 now. They are starting to close that experience gap a bit. The problem is, there's still a camp in the mid lane and at the bot lane that are starting to pressure their keep, so they have to react to that eventually.
Yeah, so West cannot really make use of it, except that they bought time for it. Plus, I guess, you know, those two camps, they did kill all the minions. This is a denial of gems to Team East, the denial of experience. In this sense, Tomb of the Spider Queen has a really big comeback mechanic. If you allow those camps to push a little bit, but prevent major keep damage, that is not a bad thing.
You know, this is once again getting into this phase of the game where it's all about the next big team fight or about another Web Weaver wave. But both of the teams are pretty far away from completing that. The West a little bit more so than the East. But a team fight with Glorang maybe getting a good initiation on that Tracer could really help. There's the Cocoon. They're going for it. That could be a kill. The Divine Shield barely saving Thrall, though.
God Dog with the Divine Shield at the exact perfect time, and Mene gets taken out to turn around with the hook.
The hook, and Genji with that Dragon Blade Ice Block is saving June for a second. Vanilla, actually, but there is the kill. It's once again a triple, and Glorang trying to escape here, trying to dash away. He's low. Might actually be able to get out, but it's going to be close.
And he doesn't get out! Oh.
It kind of feels bad at this point. You're already in a great spot, and you think you have just managed to get out of there, and then you get 100, or you die to a living bomb. But
what a clutch Divine Shield there by Uther.
Yeah.
This game is just about coming to an end, isn't it, Calder?
Yeah, it definitely should be. I mean, 5 seconds until we have an Uberak back, but there is no way Mane alone can stop this onslaught onto the core. Team East is moving in for the kill in game number 1. A helping hand is hitting Kel'Thas, but that is still not going to be enough to delay this. This is game number 1, taken by the East against the Westian Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yep, a convincing victory in those final moments there of that team fight. Huge resources were put into killing Thrall, but the combination of some heals from Uther as well as a very well-timed Divine Shield managed to grant Team East the first victory in this best of 3.
We had a pretty kill-heavy game. That's 30 kills on the first map that we have in this best of 3 series. But that actually gives me a little bit of hope for Team West here, because that was a lot closer, as we said, than we expected it to be. So game 2 could be a good one.
It was so funny how you led into that fight, Calder. You were saying both of them don't have gems to pay. There's no objectives up. Both have all their keeps. There's no map pressure. So I was gonna say, so there's no reason to fight, right? And then a game-ending fight happened. You know, it's typical in quick match.
Yeah, exactly. We might as well, right? We're jumping right in. And to be honest, if not for that Divine Shield, if Thrall dies and doesn't get the Divine, then all of a sudden that fight turns completely, since it's a 5 versus 4 in favor of the West. So they had a shot there, but it was a really good reaction from Uther. And yeah, pretty cool first game that we had.
Yep. Well, I guess we're very eager to hear what the analysis desk has to say about it, so take it away, guys.
Oh, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Well, for me, overall, an absolute disaster of a game there. Coming out from the East, I expected them to style on the West way harder, but apparently not.
Yeah, they let them live for a little bit. I know if I've learned anything in Hero League, if you lose, you blame it on the draft. Obviously, the draft was not ready for the West team.
Yep, completely
That's
agree.
definitely where you put the blame, Trixler, on the draft.
What I've learned.
Yeah, or the drafter in this case, where you can just blame whoever picked the heroes for you.
We have no clue who it is at this point.
I just blame
Could be anyone.
Larong immediately. He's a scapegoat here.
Yeah.
Larong definitely lost that game.
I actually don't
for
know
the
what you guys
West.
are so on about. That was the most competitive game I've seen all day.
I mean, it's very easy to blame Gingers, so I'm not surprised.
Don't be offended. You don't have to bring that into it. Come on, man. Seriously? Seriously?
Why are you trying to talk about
Why
Tetcher
do-
like that?
yeah,
Why
why
do
you gotta
have
be
to
like-
bring the level down?
He's right here.
I'm offended.
He's right
I am
here.
shocked and appalled.
What? What? I'm confused. Do you have a replay for us, Jay Ho?
You do now.
Do I? Hello?
Give us that sweet, sweet.
I was told to ask you if you had a replay for us.
Sure, why not? Let's talk about something.
Yes.
I'm down.
Let's do that.
Okay, pause right now. Let's go back. No, seriously. Talk about Mene, right? Mene, plays zero heroes other than mages, and maybe a Tychus or time or two. That's an actual fact. But watch this. He actually knows what he's doing, because he's gonna cocoon God Dog, and he's like, well, if he can't de-shield anybody, then we can go in and kill somebody. So no blast. JK comes right out of that. He's like, look, go back right now. Watch. This is like pure panic. Noblesse knows. Whatever. Don't go back. Noblesse is like, look, the only way that I live here is if I get de-shielded. So he runs as fast as his little thrall feet can all the way over to that cocoon and starts beating on that thing. Uther pops out. He gets a de-shield. That actually won the game. I don't know. I mean, we're having a little bit of fun, but
It
that's
sort of
actually a
did.
really good play.
Yeah, it sort of did win the game. You're
Yeah.
right.
It did. That was
impressive.
actually a really good play. There was a whole lot more that went on there, but Noblesse just runs, open up, please save me, and they won the game.
Don't know if you can hear the fantastic music at DreamHack Summer, but that was always continuing on. So, game two.
Game two.
Game two, what are you